site volley coming down.
A frag grenade to follow. Twist already behind that tall box. Peaks with the double, and they both got this locked in. Faze clan break through that
Oh, that little bait by Rain. He's the guy who will always lurk the smoke on Arch, and he finds a rotator before the site hit comes in. So that's something they know they have to deal with later. And then Robs gets a kill, their lane players gets a kill. And honestly, Twist is one of the very best players in the world at entering when it comes to lane, which in my opinion is like the hardest place to entry on basically any map with the crossfires available to the CTs. And we had 2 pit, 1 site, and they almost got the trades required to be able to close that out. And even though NIP are up on rounds, the rounds in which Faze are actually able to win have been really good. This is just to show you how damn well NIP are playing right now. A new look over on B. And just like we saw, Kerrigan on Ancient pushing A with Robs, Kerrigan on Monster on Overpass pushing himself, Twist continuously taking space aggressively by himself over on Banana. Always trying to call them out on one half of the map at all times. Oh no, wait, was that a T smoke that landed inside of mid?
No, CT.
Oh, I hope so. Oh, CT Molly, that looked like a weird bounce. Anyways, it's perfect. Okay, we'll give it to them, but they're coming back for it. S-Attack open lines. He knows if he gets flashed, he's screwed. They give him a dry peek, he's in.
Puts down another one, this one a little bit wider. Oh man.
This is so late.
35 seconds left over. We get more utility coming out of pit now. That's apartments
B.
completely smoked off. S-Attack misses his first shot, and that had to be hit. A second off of the mark, a drive-by from Kerrigan. Everything falls onto Hampus. He's able to get the player off the porch. They know he's here, and he knows they're coming. So a second kill is critical, but Rain into the library, silences Rez, puts him down to bed as Brolin and Plopsky just can't find openings. Faze find 5.
Yeah, this is big. The fact that, again, Twist goes to B, even though NIP have done such a good job on that part of the map, pushing him back, he has either gotten a kill, stayed alive, sometimes died with one, always got something out of it, and continues to not be scared. That opens options. And what happens? NIP rotate 3 over to B because they can't continuously fight. They're tired. They've been doing it so much. It's just that Faze always, again, play like they're winning, even when they're down on rounds. And that's what allows them to come back slowly. Quality rounds here won by Faze on T side. Enormous entries. And of course, S-Attack could have put up a defense there on the A site, but the important thing to notice was Faze picked A when there were 2 there.
S-Attack had chances.
He did.
Arch opened up, that let Rain to go deep.
He said that this is, it's not the first stadium that he's played in, but it is the first one he feels like he's earned. Playing at the Blast Fall Finals, getting wiped out there, but guaranteed to be able to play in an arena like this. The Major is not guaranteed. The playoffs here are not by any means. There was an enormous smile on his face when he realized that he put in the work to allow his team to get to this point.
Twist shut down. We've seen him with success on these entries, so for him to be rocked at the start of this one,
yeah, this is a huge move. Now they'll begin to cheat over. Faze want to stay on their tail. As you can see, watching mid having no idea what's going on over on Arch. Man, NIP are making decisions right now, and none of them have to do with supporting the B players on this rotation. They'll boost up into quad. Will this be the play that saves the day for NIP?
Good luck. Incendiary into the pit. Kerrigan, he's going to decide to wrap around.
Okay.
They feel swarm, and Rain, he's got them both! Over the top of the boxes, he's going to send NIP into a save call. Clean entries here from Faze, and that was off the back of the 4v5.
That was, yes. That was.
Fixate in on that intention, take that B site, swarm from all directions, and even if Rain doesn't crack both, they were there in numbers.
When people talk about hard rotations, one thing that needs to be understood is that, okay, it's simple. You get your Arch offer to rotate over to B when you think it's going to be B and come back. No. The difficult part is not how you route to that rotation, it's when you do it, because the rotation is so long. The fact that if STAG leaves his spot, goes and supports the B play, leaves Arch open for a timing, certain timings in the round, then Faze are going to be able to win. So we saw some communication trouble there from NiP as they were deciding what happens on the A site. And it looks like it has no knock-on effect over towards B, but it does. We have 2 players there trying to hold 2 rounds in a row where there's 2 site players on the site that should be stacked higher. And oh, okay. Rez just goes picking off 1 more at the end of the round, and the op doesn't even get recovered. They can't even cross over to it.
Too afraid.
Wow.
All right, Robs.
Back in the game here with 6. NiP still have a T side to look forward to, but this game is so much more than past results. As much as they matter, and as much as NiP proved that they can withstand the pressure, we are at the paramount level of pressure. Map 3, tournament life on the line, the entire grind, the RMR. There were no free spots at this major. The entire Legends run. The expectations, as much as NiP can say everybody has doubted them, they have started to earn a reputation for themselves to be a serious threat.
Their reputation is they're the threat you don't expect.
Yes. But clearly, they're being taken seriously. Amp is quietly up to 15. Off of his presence on the Arch plays, has done fantastic work from NiP.
Another clash set for the top of Banana. Oh, Brolin jumping MP9.
Okay.
Yeah, come get some.
Okay, Brolin.
He runs it down Banana. 2 kills for him right off of the tag pause. They unleash the kid. And Faze left shattered in round 15. It's Rops and Brokey left.
I can't believe that. I mean, his feet were not touching the ground when he got that first kill.
He said, go forth, my son.
But there's more to it, right? Brolin doesn't jump there if there's only 2 players. They start out 3B, ready to take the fight down all the way to steps.
STAG pressing up close here, also with an SMG. Rops trying to fake out that smoke.
Woo!
And a clean execution that only costs him 14 HP. With that, a 2 versus 5 from Faze. Is it really that unthinkable?
Look how careful that smoke was. Gave him a gap to stand in and ready to peek, and he's now looking for more.
Look at this. This is the stars of Faze trying to join forces.
Oh my God.
And Rops gets a second, but that one costs him a ton of HP. So you'd think he's setting up Brokey, but that frag was right on Rez.
Who has the gap?
The Shadow!
Rob with 3!
3 kills into this 2v5, and Robs has done it all. Brokey's nothing but support at this point. Plopsky throws out that smoke, trying to give him space to work, and Robs says thank you.
That's the invitation. He can
gonna
phase this. 15 seconds, Brokey on the outside. They can jump bike, they know that.
Switch guns, Brokey onto the A1S. Plopsky goes over the graveyard. Brokey tries to hide, he gets that first one. A single kill away from keeping this as close as they can. And it's Brolin, the boy wonder.
Oh!
Faze Clan, 2v5 to send them a message and to set NIP to the second half with a 1-round lead. That's it.
Wow.
That's all.
It starts with Rops. Dropping a smoke with the accuracy he has with a rifle into Arch to give him the tiniest gap to allow him to take out STAG. An unbelievable start to this. And that's enough to scare rotations. They come back to lane. They put the pieces together. Sight smoke gets abused. Rez's footsteps coming across it. They spam him down and leave the rest to Brokey. Another clutch for this man. Kerrigan feeling the pressure just as much as his teammate playing. 7 rounds, hard fought all the way through. That's a round to remember.
Pistols start to trickle up mid. Flashbang already to the side of it. They've got a trap here. 3 CTs in position, and they keep this one clean. Clean as can be. Clean as Faze need. Rops in with another. And it is Rez in the 1v5. If NIP truly think that they can push their limits and get into those semifinals, then they need to make sure they can dance with the very best. And Faze right now, they're spinning on their heads, as a CT pistol win would tie us up at 8.
You can grab 56% of your T rounds, but you better believe a stat where the pistol comes into play is going to taint that a little bit. That might be a necessary one for Faze. We see Hampus talking now. It's ideas that win matches. And on T side where they're more important than ever.
Such a perfect trap, those three players.
Oh man, when you killed one player rounded of bullets, there was another. It's clutch time here.
And as Faze look to hope to hang on, isn't there just this poetic element where we saw Rain and Kerrigan kick off this series on Nuke, and now finally in the third map before the end of them, the way that NIP would want to cut down this first challenge, and it's Robs, Twists, and Brokey at the top.
Yes.
As the analyst said, their performance is inevitable. And it's here in the second half of map 3 that NIP are going to feel the full wrath of Faze. Don't forget for a second, tied game.
Sweden looking to plant a flag. Seven years since they've been able to win a major. Chance to get through one of the best teams at the tournament right now.
Rain under pressure. He's got 3! Stops them in their tracks on the cusp of that site up fourth. This half-armored buy is nothing. That rock, that pillar, that core of FaZe Clan. He's been here since the start, and he'll be here to the end. He locks in that B site as FaZe take a 1-round lead.
Yeah, it's a lot of money left on the table. All of the FaZe players live. Spacing out their tag timeouts here, and Nip will take one before they establish. They had an investment. I don't know if they can buy again. They'll sit and talk either about this upcoming round or the next. They cannot let FaZe get comfortable. And again, they've got back to this point because they always played like they were winning. They can visualize that trophy.
Up close and personal too, those Tech-9s, that Deagle, and he withstood all of the damage as well, tucks right in and finishes it easily.
Some frustration here, as they could feel it. I mean, they've won an eco, they've won a half buy in the past. That was entirely possible. There's always a chance on Inferno. That's why this map always in map 3s.
Deagle's in for NIP and Plopsky.
That's a cut down. Robs now, he's been severed from his next rotation. He has to just fight his way out of this. Rotation comes in, Hampus goes down, and the smoke now at the bottom of steps. Twist will support.
Recovery. Damage through that smoke as well. Gonna confirm they are down there. I mean, they should be. It's their spawn.
Oh, now he's going after them. No room to breathe. Props up your neck.
He chops off Plopsky from that apartment's push. Yeah, they get that sweet revenge. They may have killed Brokey, but it cost them all 5 of themselves. 2-round lead here for FaZe, and NIP back with their bye.
Yeah, into 10. 2 of the strongest Inferno teams we've got.
3-round start for FaZe.
Yeah, and 7 in a row.
We saw that total shutdown of a CT side on Nuke. That's what got us here.